on Disney's nosedive. We keep talking about these woke projects of Disney and how recently, funnily enough, right on the back of the Trump administration coming to power, they've turfed a lot of their DEI projects and inserting particularly LGBTIQ indoctrination into cartoons and programs that are streamed into the little minds of millions around the globe. But their latest foray had already been created, that being the idiotically woke version of Snow White. They'd already produced it. They'd already spent the money. So they had a very, very low-key opening night with all the stars, but it wasn't the usual red carpet. They tried to keep it quite quiet, but it's finally been released at the box office. And once again, the public has said, we hate your woke bullcrap. Check this out. It has only gotten 87 million in its opening weekend globally, with just 43 million domestically. To give you an idea of just how poor that is, here's a few other movies and how they did on their opening weekend. The Lion King, 191 million. Beauty and the Beast. These are all the not the old versions, but the newer versions that Disney has pumped out. Alice in Wonderland, what a classic. The Jungle Book. And then we've got Snow White, bringing in less than half of any of those. I mean, how embarrassing. Once again, the public has spoken. Disney, thankfully, has already got this memo. They're cutting this out, but in regards to this Snow White movie, they'd already done it.
It's so bad that Dumbo, back in 2019, had a better first week at the box office than this movie. In other words, a flying elephant movie was more watchable than Snow White. Some of the reviews have been fantastic. Rolling Stone described it simply as a nightmare. The Guardian said it was a toe-curlingly terrible, which is conflicting. When The Guardian say it's bad, you think, maybe I should watch it, but no, they're telling the truth.
I'm having visions of toes being curdled now, and I don't like
how bad it is. It's worse than you imagine.
What a visual.
But my favourite review was Vanity Fair. I really like this. They said the movie was good enough for TV, which is...
it's a hallmark movie.
I think that's called passive-aggressive.
It's a hallmark movie. But, I mean, like, surely they should have worked out there was a slight problem when it changed from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves to simply Snow White, because the Seven Dwarves aren't actually dwarves anymore. They're people of various statures and races and sexualities.
They're a diverse group.
Whatever else. They are a diverse group. And the actress playing Snow White, Rachel Zegler, is not actually a white woman. She's of Colombian descent. And of course, in the original Snow White tale, it's about she's having a daughter whose skin is as white as snow and hair as black as ebony, isn't it? I mean, what did you think was going to happen when you chose specifically this actress for the job?
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Well, I'm sorry they didn't line up to see your love, quite clearly, based on the box office numbers. I mean, it's so insufferable, and that's what people have started to wake up to, the insufferability of the woke agenda and the people who push the woke agenda. I mean, look, can you imagine, as a mediocre actress who's managed to get herself a gig in a film that no one really wants to see, comparing yourself to a piece of artwork in the Louvre? I mean, try it on.
Not narcissistic at all.
No, not at all, not at all. There's no clues as to why this thing would have failed.